Howdy ho, my peeps. Okay, I've been dying to do this video. A couple of days ago, I got this in the mail. Meat claws. I'd never even heard of meat claws. I was approached by this company, Ablest, and they asked if I would do a review. I said, sure, send them to me. Although, when they explained them to me, I think they called them meat pullers. And I thought, well, hey, I'm game. I'll review anything called meat puller, right? So they send them to me, and they're in this box, and they're called meat claws. Well, I did a little research, and I realized they're for doing pulled pork or other pulled meat dishes. So let's see what they look like. I guess they come in plastic and metal and plastic metal combinations. This happens to be a stainless steel and plastic. So let's see what it looks like. Okay, let's just put them on. Oh my gosh. I've never made pulled pork in my life, so I'm going to be making some pulled pork to test these. I'm going to do a pork butt roast in the crock pot. Okay, I don't know if this reminds me more of Freddy Krueger or Wolverine, but I just love them. Okay, so let's check these things out now. They are on a plastic handle that fits nicely in your palms. They have, okay, these tines they're sharp, but they're blunted. They're not super pointed on the ends. Now, I was reading that the type of tines that you have for your meat puller can be an issue. Often, if they're the plastic kind and they're a little too close together, they can be a little too dull and the meat can get stuck up inside here. I don't know how these are going to work. I've heard good things about, or rather read good things about the ones that are stainless. So I'm going to go ahead and make my roast, and then we are going to pull some pork. Oh yes. Stay tuned. Okay, so here we are in the kitchen. Our pork butt roast is done. I cooked it at for about 6 hours on high in the crock pot. All I did was rub it with some regular prepared mustard, just cheap mustard. Put a little salt and pepper and about a cup of water, and then cooked it in this crock pot for 6 hours. So, first of all, we're going to test the lifting ability of our claws to transfer this meat to the platter. So let's see how that goes down. The meat is very tender, so I was afraid it would fall apart. However, ta-da! It transfers beautifully. So, now what I'm going to do, instead of doing it like this, I'm going to turn these around. So I'm holding them like this, and I'm going to go ahead and do something I've never done before, which is make pulled pork. I've never done this. So, let's see how it goes down. I did watch a few videos to see how other people use these meat claws. There are lots, oh look at that, just pulls apart really nicely. There are lots of different videos online that show you how people use these. And, well, I can just tell you right now, it works great. Yeah. I think if I were on a larger platter, it would be a little bit, I could have a little bit more room to move, but even on the small platter, I can just really see how this works. I guess the point of pulled pork is you don't want places where it's been cut, you don't want to cut it up or cube it. You actually want it to be stringy like this. And, oops, I'm losing some. And so I would say that for that process, this works beautifully. It really works well. These are easy to hold. Your hands feel secure in the handles. The meat doesn't get hung up on the inside very, very much. I've seen other claws, meat claws like this, that had a tighter configuration of the tines, and I've noticed that, at least in the videos, the people were constantly having to pull the meat out. But this meat just kind of falls out nicely from the tines. So, there you go. I would give this a big thumbs up. This works really well. It worked very nicely to transfer the meat too. So I can see using these when you're transferring maybe a turkey to a platter, any big unwieldy cut of meat that needs to be transferred. This transfers very nicely. I think the transfer capability of this is as easily as nice a feature as the beautiful way that it pulls the meat into strands. So there you go. Thanks for watching my video. Check down below for all the social media and links to purchase these lovely meat claws. Thanks, everybody.